Hola everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Roxanne. If it's your first time here, then welcome. Today I want to show you guys some recent books that I have hauled, as well as a small library haul that I have as well. So the first book is Jurassic Park by Michael Crichton. I love the movies and have always wanted to read the books. I've heard really amazing things about the book, and I had never picked it up to read it, so I figure why not, and hopefully I will love it as much as I love the movie. Then we have Parable of the Sower by Octavia E. Butler. This is the first in I think what was supposed to be a trilogy, but she never finished it. I'm not 100% sure, but I think there is definitely a second part for sure. And it takes place in the 2020s, and it's like a sort of dystopian sci-fi type of thing. I don't typically like Galileo. I don't typically like things like that. If you saw my recent things I hate in books and in stories, just things that are dystopian or give me anxiety. But I mean, I loved Kindred so much, and I feel like she is one of those authors that everybody should read. And I've heard such amazing things about this book and how absolutely spot on she was with the way the world was gonna be, that I couldn't. Then I have Natives, Race and Class in the Ruins of Empire by Akala. He is a British and Caribbean. I think his dad's Jamaican, his mom might be Irish or something along the lines, along those lines. He is a musician, he is a teacher, he is an intellectual. He's someone who writes a lot and who's brought on to a lot of these sort of political shows to debate and to have sort of his input on things. He's incredibly well read, and he's a person that I've had like an intellectual crush on for such a long time. And he's written a few things, but this is the first of his that I have purchased thus far, and it is part biography, part polemic. This powerful study picks apart the British myth of meritocracy. So that's kind of the feel I got from it, that it was sort of part memoir biography, part history, a lot of social commentary and historical commentary. And everybody that I know that has read it has had it be one of their favorite books of that entire year, and I've no doubt that I will be the same. Then I have Magpie Murders by Anthony Horowitz, and this is the first in the, I think it's just called the Magpie Murders series, and it's a mystery I think like about a writer. I don't know a lot about it because you all know that I don't like to know much about my books before I go into them, but I've heard really good things about this one, and you all know that I love mysteries, so I picked this one up. And speaking of mysteries, we also have Broken Harbor by Tana French. This is, I think, the fifth in the Dublin Murder Squad series, and I have absolutely adored every single one that I have read thus far. So my expectations for this one are high. I don't think that she'll let me down. I hope not, but we'll see. Then I have a graphic novel, graphic memoir little haul from my library that I am doing my internship at. The first is I Was Their American Dream by Malika Gharib. She is Egyptian and Filipino. Yeah, she's Egyptian Filipino, and she wrote this book, and I've heard really good things about it, and it's pretty packed actually, now that I'm looking in on it, but I'm really excited to get to this one. Then we have They Called Us Enemy by George Takei, and this is a memoir from the actor who talks about the time in his childhood when he was in when he was in a concentration camp. There were 120,000 Japanese Americans who were imprisoned in internment or concentration camps, essentially. And yeah, I'm sure this is going to be incredibly powerful, incredibly sad. And there is this one. And then I have two that I have wanted to read for so long. They are some of the most beautiful books I've ever seen. I don't know what they're about at all, but I don't want to know because I don't care what they're about. I just want to read them. They are gorgeous, and it is the Tea Dragon Society and the Tea Dragon Festival, both by Katie O'Neill. And look at how absolutely just magnificently gorgeous these are. I mean, look inside. I mean, come on. This is just, it's exquisite artwork. I cannot wait to dive into these. That's all I'm gonna do this weekend, is read all of these. And yeah, these, I always have like a graphic novel or memoir or something like that in my favorites, and I typically have one that's like just like the cutest or the most beautiful or whatever, and I've no doubt that these are gonna win that. My expectations are pretty high for these, to be honest, but I have heard nothing but amazing things about them, and how beautiful they are and how sweet and charming they are, and I can't get enough. I saw them at the shelf and I just said I need to take those home. So yeah, those are some books that I've recently hauled. As always, thank you for watching and for listening. Let me know if you have read any of these and what you thought about them, and thank you for watching. I love y'all.